Hey friends, not even 100% sure what I'm going to do this video about, but it's New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2022. Got my balance on for grounding, and yeah, 5 days ago we had an absolute blizzard, and now today we have green grass. It is weird. Like, it's honestly like on December 23rd, someone flipped a switch. And from then until Boxing Day, it did not stop snowing at all. And then poof, done. Temperatures changed. Temperature went up. It's gone. It's gone. It's so weird. For 2 days in a row, we had 5 foot drift. Well, the Christmas Day, we had almost a 5 foot drift in front of my husband's garage door. It's almost 10 feet tall. It was almost halfway up it. And the day before the driveway was cleared out, it was at least 3 to 4 feet that day, probably 4 feet in some spots. It was 3 feet in front of my garage, like crazy. Anyway, the energy today is interesting. It's really interesting. And what's interesting about it is I am able to stay high vibe, even though there's things that have been high and low vibe that's been in my energy field today. So I've been really proud of myself for that. That feels like a really big shift for me, really big. Detaching. As much as I'd love to fix and help everyone and heal everyone, that's something that my energy just can't take on. So detachment is very important. I've even changed back into my comfies. Like I'm going to get into some bread baking and make a couple appetizers. It's going to be a very low-key but very nice evening, which I'm excited about. So I did want to pull. So I've got the Rose Oracle. And I just thought, okay, so for this one, what are we leaving behind? What are we giving ourselves permission to leave behind? So we're going to do two. What are we giving ourselves permission to leave behind? And what are we allowing ourselves permission to step into? So the first one is, what are we going to free and release from our energy? And, okay, so I'm only doing two. So the two are going to come from these. They don't even want to move. All right, okay. Apparently these are all important because I can't even all right, we're just going to go through all of these. So this is not what I had planned, but that's how it goes. The sun. Doesn't it just, like, looking at that, like, it just feels like it just illuminates the screen. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. This is what we're walking into in so many ways. Because here's one thing that I have learned. In every single house that I have lived in, that I have personally owned, we have done some sort of renovations to make it our own, which I love. It's bringing new life into the house, right? But it's also, when we go through something traumatic or something stressful, negative, even though it may not be directly related to the space that we're living in, you could feel like you need to shift a lot of things in your life. So years ago, there was a time in my life that was really challenging, and I knew I had to either shift my living space, my current living space, or move. And So I did. I shifted. I did not have to move. Shifted that living space, transformed it completely different than what it was. And that was healing. That helped heal a part of that trauma that was related to, even though it had nothing to do with that room, it had to do with that room at that time in my life. So I guess the lesson in joy, enjoyment, life force that's coming through for me is you have to find that joy and enjoyment in your current, like where you are right now. It's not the job. It's not the house. It's not the room. It's not the car. It's all mirroring back to you completely. I was not happy in a space, and I knew I needed the space changed and completely shifted. But it wasn't necessarily the space. It was the visuals that were actually helping me reach that next stage of healing that I wasn't able to reach because I was visually blocking myself. Once I can remove those blockages, which also removing blockages with your third eye, blockages with your crown, blockages with your throat, with your heart, removing and clearing those chakras can help you propel yourself forward. Even living in the same place, even being in the same job, even being around the same people. When you take ownership for you, that's how your life shifts. Not placing blame on anyone, not placing blame on this or that or the other. You taking 100% responsibility. So, yes, we're all walking into the sun. This is for next year as well. Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning, and teaching. So we're bringing forward, which I have seen over the past few years, we're bringing forward some of the healing modalities from many, many years ago that are very, 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 very effective, extremely effective. It helps so many people. I myself, I haven't even got into homeopathy. I'm into essential oils and plant medicine and that, and I've felt how it can shift your life. There's more people learning this. There's more people going to bring this forward to their families, to their loved ones. This is a major, major part of 2023. Major part. We are also bringing forward into 2023 the mystic rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. It goes along with the sun, which is joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play, hidden in plain sight. Hidden in plain sight is plant medicine, is homeopathy that has been around for many, many years, using food to heal. That is normal. That is normal. Taking a pill to heal, yes, in some cases it's needed, but that's not normal. That's not the normal. Over time, that became the normal. And that's where we're shifting back to. Back to, nature. I feel like these all are for 2023. So we're not looking back. We're not looking back. We're releasing 2022 with gratitude. And we're moving into 2023. Yep. Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. It's everyone getting back in touch with their intuition, with their soul. That's who knows why we're here. These bodies hold our answers for us. I can see it myself. When I most need to go within, when I am feeling the most disconnected, I have zero desire to pick up a journal. I have zero desire to pick up my pen. And I love my pen and paper. that's when I know it's time to go deeper within. I'm disconnected and I need to get back connected. As soon as we're connected, everything flows beautifully. It may not be to our plan though. And this is the perfect example. When I started, I said, I'm going to pull 2 cards, one for 22 and one for 23. That's not what happened. It turned out even more beautiful. So we are also going to bring in for 2023, the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. We're always learning. Think of children. If children gave up, like I think of my little baby niece who's going to be learning to crawl in the next few months. If babies grew up or gave up as they were growing up, none of us would learn how to walk. None of us would learn how to crawl. We wouldn't learn how to talk. Everyone deserves a second chance. And yes, you might be listening to this and thinking, oh, but I gave this person second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, another way to shift this. Why is this person in my life? What is the lesson I need to learn? And it's not so much saying that it's a lesson from the other person, that they're teaching you a lesson. Just them being in your life could be a life lesson for you. An incredible one at that too. There's times when, I've thought like, what? Why? Why? And then some little gold nugget comes out of it and it's like, oh, that's why. Oh, okay. For whatever reason, I had to learn that. The more we lean in, the more we can learn with a lot less negative consequences. Oh, that's good. That's really good, actually. Okay. We're also bringing in the Anointed. This resonates with me so much because I think of the Reiki practices. Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, and soul gifts. The more we all lean into our soul gifts, the more we thrive in so many ways. In so many ways. Oh my goodness. Well, this was even better than what I had expected. If you wanted to read something, if you're really into learning more about yourself, Jan Spiller. I don't have the book in my office with me at this moment. Astrology for the Soul. To look up, or you can Google this first. But if you want a really in-depth look, and if you're really into books and astrology, I love astrology, and I'm still very much learning. This book is incredible. It is incredible. Before I got it, I learned that my North Node in this lifetime is Leo. And exactly opposite of that is Aquarius. So the exact opposite. So the South Node was like previous life. So in a nutshell, my understanding is when you're falling into tendencies that the 2 things that are coming up are irritate and fire me up. So like almost like a fight or flight response type thing. For me in this moment, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I was doing before. So for me, past life, very analytical, very scientific, very need to see the proof, want to know all about the proof. I'm still very much like that. I'm still very, very much the questioner. But I don't enjoy that. My authentic energy is being and feeling in alignment. And this is going to sound silly, but everyone getting along, everyone doing what, following your path. compassion, kindness, and sharing what lights me up. Sharing how I know the world is going to shift. And these card pulls that literally jumped out and changed my plan for today of what my card pulls was going to be, it's brought me into alignment even more. This is what the world needs. The world needs everyone to be in alignment with their soul. Turn off the outside, external noise, and really, really go deep with you. It will take time. This is not an overnight thing. This is not a one coach and fix all. No. It's you dedicating to yourself to listen to your heart and put your heart and soul first. Oh, 2023 feels so exciting for me. I really feel the direction of our health and healing is shifting in very big ways, which I'm so grateful for. And I'm excited to share way more. Way more. So I have some things I have more bread to bake. But I'm also going to do some tidying up. So I'm going to put some Intune on, which is the oil of presence. And I just put that on the back of my neck. And smell it. I find the combination of the smell and actually topically putting it on me is very powerful. I've also got Cheer. These are ones that I just keep at my desk. It's a spicy citrus. It is so good. So good. And of course I can't look up Cheer. And beautiful. I'm just looking to see if I don't have my other emotions book. I cannot remember what beautiful, Cheer, and I've also got adaptive. Adaptive, I can say, is the oil of adaptability, which is good because, yeah, there's duality in all points in our life. We're going to have highs, we're going to have lows, and there's going to be days, like possibly today, that there's a bit of highs and lows all mixed in, and it's just whatever you make it. So, happy December 31st. I'm excited for 2023. Oh yeah, I was actually going to pull a Moonology manifestation. So let's do one of those. Unless the plans change again. Okay, we're going to pull one Moonology manifestation card. For 2023 or 2022 ending. Let's see what happens. Yes. All right. One. Oh, this is definitely going into 2023. This one's good. Push through any insecurity. There you go. That also helps me because in this life I'm supposed to step up a little bit more and be center stage, which, woo. So that has helped me with my videos, sharing what I love. And I absolutely love these messages from Spirit. And I think this is a great way to start 2023. So have a great evening.